I was singing that. I used to remember when he would yell that song, he'd yell at me, I'd play Folsom Prison all the time.
Yeah.
And then I found out that that was like a really generic train song, I guess. But that made me think of this. Check this out. And if I told you this before, especially if it's different. But I was Johnny Cash, that's the Folsom Prison. He wrote that song. Anyway, I was living in Memphis in the early 90s, like maybe 90, 91, something like that, in my 20s. And I saw in the paper that Johnny Cash was gonna record at the studio downtown. So I borrowed a car from my friend, and I went down there and I parked in the parking lot of the studio, sat on the hood of the car, and was playing my songs. And it's kind of cold, but I thought, you know, I don't know what I thought was gonna happen, you know, maybe. I don't know, I just thought that this is what you're supposed to do, you know. So I guess I was waiting for him, and then there was this commotion at the door, and I thought, here he comes, but no, what it was they were realizing I was out there. And so, some guy came out and he's like, hey man, are you waiting for Johnny Cash? I was like, yeah. And his name was Skip too, Skip McQuinn. I knew him till the day he died. He said, do me a favor, he's been in there working all day. Just give him a break. And I said, okay. And he said, have you ever been in a studio before? I was like, no. And he said, okay, well, I'll tell you what, get in your car and just wait. When he leaves, when he's gone, come knock on the door. I'll show you that studio. Cool, what a cool guy. And then I went, after he left, I knocked on the door. He let me in, the band was there. I knew who those guys were. And the producer, his name was Chip Smoman, and he had done some Elvis stuff, and I knew who he was too. And I saw them and I went, oh shit. And the producer said, is that the kid that's been outside all day? And I said, yes. And he said, what were you gonna do? And right? This is true, man. And I said, I guess I was gonna play him a song. And he said, well, play us the song. Right? So he gives me a guitar, and I'll play the song. I played him, but when I got done with it, he said, let's record that. And I said, you're kidding. And he said, yeah. And then I said, can I call my dad? I was like 22 years old. Can I call my dad? And he said, yeah, I use the phone. I said, I'm gonna record. And almost as soon as we started, he was like, you've never done this before, have you? And I said, no, I couldn't even tell what was going on. I had those things on my head. I was freaking out. And he said, just come back tomorrow and start hanging around. And I did. And it was just a few more years before I made a record, I guess. But this was the song. He said, play us the song you were going to play him, and I just played this one. Said, he tried to look like he had a little bit of money. Oh, yeah. Ripped over the southern drawl. Well, I could tell right away by the way that he was running. That boy, he was just begging to crawl. At least the junkie knows what he needs. You get a man all strung out on his own greed, and he'll give up everything he's got for just one shot. He'll earn it all. He's taking every last cent of his savings on a trip down a local track. Got a tip from a friend, put it all down the wind on a horse named Heart Attack. Well, now he ain't no fool, boy, it didn't make it all. Everything was cool when that horse took a fall, but then it turned around and blew. The race trying to win it back. He wanted easy money, yeah. He said, but it's true. Everybody wants the most they can possibly get, but for the least they can possibly do. They want that easy money. Don't wanna stay young. Oh, people scheming, they blame, but they can't get their hand on that easy money. She's been been watching him from a table, not too soft, but not too tough. Well, she figured by money he'd be throwing it around that he was damn sure good looking enough. So she worked her way over, shot him away, he took his last $5. Bought her a drink. By the time they hit Motel 6, they figured they was in love. She said, baby, I love you, but easy money. Oh Lord, it's sad, but it's true. Everybody wants the most they can possibly get, for the least they can possibly do. They want that easy money. Yeah, I don't understand. If people scheming, they playing, but they can't get their hands on that easy money. It must have been about 2 weeks later, they get a call from one of his business friends. They found a certified steal, this big investment deal. He said, Duncan, would you believe this? He gonna let both of us in. So they took all the savings out of the bank. On the way home they stopped to gas up her tank. She stepped in for some cigs. She never saw that fucker again. Easy money, yeah. Sad but it's true. Everybody wants the most they can possibly get, for the least they can possibly do. They want that easy money. Oh Lord, I don't understand. If people scheming, they blame, but they can't get their hand on none of that easy money. If people